Hello and welcome to another episode of MCQs for Judiciary Exams. Let's begin. Principle of res judicata is derived from which section of CPC? Section 9, Section 11, Section 13 or Section 144? The correct answer is option B. Recently, in case of S.C. Gupta versus Union of India and another's 2025 case, the Delhi High Court held that constructive res judicata shall be applicable to writ proceedings as well. The principle of constructive res judicata is an extension of the principle of res judicata. The origin of this principle in law can be found in the provisions contained in Order 2, Rule 2, read with Section 11 of the CPC. Next. Order 18, Rule 17 of CPC allows the court to dismiss suit, grant injunction, frame issues, or recall witness. The correct answer is option D. Recently, in the Shubkaran Singh versus Abhairaj Singh and others 2025 case, the Supreme Court held Order 18 Rule 17 of the Civil Procedure Code 1908 empowers the court to recall a witness only to seek clarification, not for further examination or cross-examination by parties. Order 18 Rule 17 of the Code of Civil Procedure 1908 empowers the court to recall any witness who has been examined at any stage of a suit. Next, India is dash of International Criminal Court. A member, not a member, an observer, or a follower. The correct answer is option B. India is not a member of the International Criminal Court. ICC is a permanent international tribunal established to prosecute individuals for genocide, crimes against humanity, war crimes, and the crime of aggression. It operates under the Rome Statute, which was adopted in 1998 and entered into force in 2002. The ICC's jurisdiction extends to cases where national courts are unable or unwilling to prosecute such crimes. Next, the provisions of Section 3 under the Limitation Act are dash mandatory, not mandatory, flexible, or none of the above. The correct answer is option A. Section 3 of the Limitation Act provides that any suit, appeal, or application must be made within the limitation period specified in the Limitation Act. The provisions of Section 3 are mandatory in nature but are not intended to deprive the court of its jurisdiction. The courts can suo motu take note on the question of limitation. Next, leading questions can be asked freely in examination in chief, cross-examination, re-examination, or all of the above. The correct answer is option B. Section 143 of the Indian Evidence Act states that leading questions may be asked in cross-examination. Now it's time for the practice question. Under the Section 45 of the Evidence Act, the opinion of the expert can be for handwriting or finger impression, foreign law, science, or art, both A and B, or neither A nor B. Send the answer of this question in the comments below. That's all for today. Thank you so much for watching.